Good morning, it's Friday and this is Choir Leader in a Kayak, episode number 12. And 12's a very special number, isn't it? In the world of music, we have 12 notes, 12 semitones before we return back to where we started. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, or call it B flat, B, and back to C again. So 12's a little bit of a magical number, isn't it? 12 days of Christmas. 12 is that a year before our children enter the teenage years, which really, they're not as terrible as perhaps we think they are. And really, maybe the reflection is for us as parents to develop and see what we can do differently in the world of a teenager, because teenagers have a lot of choices, but they also have a lot of things going on in their brains that we underestimate. So good luck with those teenage years. So here we are, episode 12. And yes, you are right. We missed an episode because last week I was away and I thought about doing an episode whilst I was overseas, but I wasn't really inspired to do one. I loved where I was. It was beautiful, but I really felt I needed to be on the river. And I really realised how much I'd been missing my weekly paddles because, as you know, the last few episodes haven't taken place whilst being on my kayak because the river was so incredibly fast between Christmas and New Year. So today I am back in my kayak and it feels wonderful. And I realised just how much I have missed my ritual, my habit of getting on the water every Friday. It is so good for me, and I really hope that maybe you missed the episode and that you've tuned in again today and that you'll enjoy my natter. So today's episode is actually about missing things and perhaps that idea that we don't realise how much we've missed something until we're introduced to it for the first time, or perhaps we return to something that we didn't realise until we got there, that just how much we'd missed it. And I know that's true for sometimes when people come to choirs, they feel, oh wow, I just walked back in and I've really missed making music with other people. And last night we returned to choir and that's the feeling that I got in the room. I knew I'd been missing making music with others, and certainly once we started creating beautiful sounds together and looking at our new spring term songs, I knew that I instantly felt at home and felt connected to the people in the room and also to the music. Sometimes when we listen to music, we can feel that there's something missing. Maybe the bass line isn't loud enough, or there's something within the music that just kind of doesn't cut it for us. And then we can hear a piece of music where it just all makes sense because all the elements that we are listening for, the tonality, the lyrics, the tempo, the sentiment, they are all there and the music seems to make more sense to us, doesn't it? So this week's episode is about missing. Missing is also a dreadful feeling, isn't it? When you miss somebody or you mislay something, it's very frustrating and it's all consuming. I've lost a set of keys at the moment and I know they will turn up, but all the while that it's on my mind, I find it quite exhausting. So if you're missing something or missing a person or you've misplaced something, I do empathise because it's a rotten feeling. So the other thing I want to talk about missing is sometimes in life we don't realise how much we respond to something until it's taken away from us, or indeed until it's introduced to us for the first time. I remember reading a fascinating article all about children and the fact that for some children making music or dance or the creative arts is not accessible for them. And perhaps those children don't realise what they are missing because they've never experienced it. A child of, say, 14 or 15 might walk past an open window one day where there is a piano playing or a violin playing, and they may never have heard that before. And that visceral response that they have may make them feel that wow moment, that moment of like, oh, this is what I've been searching for. So making music and creating opportunities for young children to make music together, to dance, to get away from their academic studies is crucially important. And we understand that funding is a problem and that timetabling sometimes doesn't enable that for a child. But I feel that it's our responsibility to really try to change that. So I'm very excited that next week I'm starting a brand new children's choir here in Kingston. I probably don't have the time. I hope I have the energy. I will certainly dig deep and find it. The choir is open to 5 to 8 year olds and 9 to 13 year olds, and my dream will be that actually we have a teen choir as well, because teenage years are a tricky time and making music with others could perhaps be the answer to many of our young people's issues, and help them feel part of something, help them feel that their voices matter, and really to create a safe environment for them to create together and support one another. So the choir starts next Tuesday, and the Tuesday night choir also starts next Tuesday, and I promise I'll have enough energy. I may be a bit discombobulated, I may have misplaced something, but you can rest assured that I will be there, and I hope you will be there too. And next week I will be back on the river, all being well, and very much look forward to seeing you then. Lots and lots of love, and thank you for watching. Mwah.